bro, tell me why I got up at around 10 something, right? I got up literally at like 10, 24, 10, 23, and all of a sudden I'm seeing Kelsey calling me. No, it's not about the Brianna situation. She's calling me, I answer. She's like, okay, hey, what you up to? You just woke up? I was like, yeah. She's like, okay, I need to talk to you about something important. Tell you some important stuff. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Then she like, this detective called me. And I'm like, what the heck? This person, no, she said this person from Texas is calling me and asking about my whereabouts. I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Why is a detective from Baytown, Texas, calling me? I have not been in Baytown since February. And these people haven't talked to me since, I think, February or the end of January. But y'all concerned about my whereabouts? They haven't contacted me since January. None of these people. The second they found out I was okay and I wasn't missing, my father never contacted me again. One of my older sisters never contacted me again. They found out I was in a shelter. Nobody lent me money. Then they had the audacity to hit me up from multiple numbers. One of the numbers they texted me from was like, hey, my name is Brenda Childs. I'm trying to send you the $200 I owe you. What the F? First off, that's my grandma's name, and she's not living. So when I seen that message, I was like, oh, y'all done lost your mind trying to play in my face like that. Talking about it's Brenda Childs. Bitch, my grandma's dead. Why are you trying to, I just felt like that was just too much. Why you gotta use her name? That's weird. The F? I don't play like that. That's weird. And why would you need to owe me, and nobody owe me freaking, y'all stupid as hell. So, oh, yeah, I owe you $200, bro. Got my face. You see the BS? How are y'all concerned about me, but have not talked to me since January? Specifically, my sister, the second they found out I was not missing the first time, and that I left, and I genuinely left on my own, and nothing happened to me, and I was safe and sound, they never cared to contact me again. They was like, oh, okay, we was just making sure, and guess what? Boom, they never contacted me again. Now, all of a sudden, in April, they're calling me. It's just like, what the F? How did y'all let February, March, in April, it's about to be May, pass by? And then y'all finally like, you know what? Let me call her to see what she up to. I haven't heard from her in 3 months. What the heck? Someone could be dead at that time. And especially my sisters doing, I'm in a shelter. You wouldn't care to say nothing? Not, let alone, y'all even lend me $1 to see if, I don't even give a crap about the money anymore, but half of y'all probably didn't even pray for me, the ones that knew that I was in a shelter. That's crazy to me. I was not lent not a single dollar. I'm telling you, God helped me through all that type of stuff. I'm not angry, but I'm not here for the fake love and fake concern, acting like you're caring about me, something happening to me, when none of y'all kept up and said anything to me. The last time I had a conversation with them, they were trying to argue with me and have drama. Talking about I was trying to make amends and conversating and let go of certain stuff and anger and resentment towards certain things that some of my family members did to me. And instead, they hit me up with some information. Not information, comments trying to argue back and forth with me, saying that I was the issue. I was this and that. So I said, and it was my sister. And so I said, all right, cool. The energy my mother said when she found out I was okay, guess what? She wasn't like, oh, I wish the best for her. I really love my daughter. Da, da, da. All I heard on the phone when I was on the phone with my sister, because I was asking her what her friend's number was, because I needed her as a professional reference for a job I was applying to when I was in Texas. What I heard her on the phone say, she lucky that I should be even I shouldn't even be giving her Kira number anyway. She lucky that I'm even doing it. She said I shouldn't even be giving her Kira number. She lucky I ain't going tell Kira what she did to me. The second I left from there, not only was she talking about me, trying to make lies about me, trying to make me act like I did something wrong to her. That's all she did while I was at home in Jersey. That's all they all did. Talk mess about me, brought me down, and when they act like I didn't even exist, I'd just walk around the house and nobody would say jack to me. I could be depressed and feeling suicidal. They'll realize it and not say jack crap to me. They'll continue on about their day, laughing, giggling, having fun. But then when I'm in my room talking, whether talking to God or talking to somebody on the phone about whatever I'm going through, they'll stand outside my door and have a good jolly old time hearing that I'm going through stuff. Depressed, suicidal. These people make my life a living hell. Being in the house with them, it made me real life depressed. Living with a bunch of narcissists that drained my energy. I try to be the bigger person, even though I was not wrong for how they treated me. I went ahead and said, you know what? I want to make amends. I'm not angry with you. I want to let things go. I was coming at an energy of life is short and not promised for others. My sister hit me with an energy where she trying to go argue back and forth, send me paragraphs and messages talking about trying to make up lies and say I did this to her, and she ain't never did nothing to me. Meanwhile, this girl always talked about me, bashed me all around the house, spread lies about me, trying to make my youngest siblings look at me differently, not like me, call my sisters and talk mess about me. But she ain't never did nothing bad to me. This girl knew I was suicidal, and she buddy with the person that took advantage of me sexually, that sibling. She called me a liar along with my mother. These people treated me like crap, and I swear it on my soul. They treated me like I was nothing. God seen that treatment. God seen that. Because if God didn't give a crap about me, he would have left me there in Jersey. My mother purposely got that same person that took advantage of me in law enforcement so nothing happened to him. My father found out about it because I told him. He had the energy like he didn't give a crap. Well, I'm, sorry that you dealt with that, but, so who the heck want to keep being reminded of those same issues? I'm trying to get myself together and mentally, emotionally, get myself and heal and be more centered with God. But here these people keep coming, trying to come with an energy of bothering me. And I let go of that issues of what they did, but it's bothersome when you at a place where you can actually get yourself together. You around good staff that treats you pretty good. And I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm having a bad time here, but I haven't had a good time in a shelter, just in general, in a long time. And I'm actually feeling like I can get myself together and to experience, because people don't know what the heck the shoes I walked through, the stuff I had to deal with, even going homeless. And these people to pretend and contact police acting like they concerned. It's just bothersome to me because you're not concerned. Like, these people just trying to stress me out and add issues onto my life because they are not concerned. Especially my sisters that knew I was in a shelter. How did y'all know I swear on my soul, if I found out any of my siblings was in a shelter, I promise you every single day I make sure they was in my prayer. I try to lend, even if it's $1 to them. Check up on them, see if they good. I understand being busy, you can't do it every single second. But send and shoot a quick message saying, I hope you good. And just say, I hope the best for you. Ask them if they good, and that's it. I have not got that. So to see these people act like that they're concerned, it's just like, what the heck? After y'all found out I was good the first time, and I was not missing, y'all never contacted me again. I didn't see a message from my father's girlfriend that was contacting me. All these people that I'm talking about, my sister, all these people, I did not receive no message again. So now all of a sudden in April, pushing May, it's about to be May, I'm getting calls. I'm not gonna lie, did I block their numbers? Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, when I conversated with them, it was just a bunch of drama. And it was not even just a bunch of drama. I'm not gonna cap, I fed into it when it was just about my mother, and she was doing a lot of toxic stuff, and it was just draining my energy. It was giving me a headache. And my father kept trying to force me to be best of buddies with my sister, who talks crap about me and tries to act like I'm less than her. Made my life, along with my mother and a lot of other people and the person who did stuff to me, a living hell. They made me living in Jersey in that house so depressing. I wanted to kill myself majority of the time. I was getting cornered. I would get bullied in the household, like all that. I felt like I had no safe space other than being in my room, being alone. I never came out of my room other than use the bathroom, and I would make sure nobody was around when I did it. I didn't want to run into nobody. When I would make my food, I would starve myself until they weren't in the kitchen. And it's not to relinquish the past, because truthfully, I'm tired of constantly thinking about the past. I'm not angry with them. I'm just like, don't pretend that y'all cared about me. Because even when I was back home in Jersey, my father never contacted me like that at all. And I was shocked when I left from Texas. He came out of nowhere and started contacting me. Then when he found out I was okay, he never contacted me again. So I'm confused. If y'all really care and love somebody, nobody should have to force. A situation should not have to happen to that person for you to care to sit there and hit them up. It shouldn't be where that person you have to hear that person, something happened, they missing or something, they get hurt, for you to then, oh, let me hit them up, see if they're okay. You should have been doing that regardless. Where was that energy? I promise you, even when I block a number, I can still see in my call log if someone contacted me. I swear that on my soul, I did not see nobody from my family in my contact list call me until now. Even though their numbers are blocked, I can still receive their calls on my phone. The first number I received was my sister. She didn't call me until now. So it's just like, where was this energy? I don't like fake love and fake concern and acting like you care. Because the last time I tried to conversate with my siblings and I was on a peace, I was like on this peace campaign. Just trying to make peace with people, because I know life ain't promised. And not just that, I was finding myself spiritually more with God. Just trying to surround myself with different energy of people. Then all of a sudden, my sister's just trying to argue, claiming that I was the problem. Like, she trying to be, like, she was acting very narcissistic, like she was the victim, and delusional, acting like she didn't contribute to talking down on me. That she was not talking down on me, trying to bully me, harass me around the house. Like, all this stuff is just made up in my mind. So I was just like, all right, I'm not about to argue with you. I left her on scene. Excuse me. She sent me videos. She was like, all right, this is my last time going to say this to you. I'm tell you that basically, like, like almost like I was the issue in the household, in a sense, when it came to the drama, and nobody basically did. She didn't say none of the stuff that I said that she said. What would I gain from saying that you call me a liar? What would I gain from that? Like, people don't understand. I gain nothing. I gain nothing. What do I have to gain? Literally, this girl I was close with her as children. We were close, like this. growing up, why would I all of a sudden decide, let me lie on you and claim that you talk crap about me? And you called me a liar when you found out I was violated by your older sibling for years. Why would I make that up and say that about you, that you said that? And we were close growing up for many years. No matter the petty arguments we got into, we always kept being cool. I even shared a birthday with her. She didn't have a birthday when she turned 17. So on my 16th, I shared my entire birthday with her. Birthday cake and everything. And I wasn't on the best of terms with her, but I still did it. Why would I all of a sudden lie on you? Say that you said this and did this, and I was always pretty close with you growing up. Even though you did some very malicious stuff, even growing up since kids, she would do very malicious stuff to teenagers. You thought she would grow out of it. She would tell my personal business. I would tell her something like, oh, I thought that boy was cute. Or I like this person in school. Next man, I know my mother trying to call me up into her room telling me, you need to be focusing on school. I'm just letting you know you need to be focusing on school. Not worried about boys, not worried about this. I'm thinking in my head, where's she getting this information from? Finding out my sister told her. And not only my sister told her, my mother, for some weird reason, wants to pry in my life as a child and telling her to ask me personal stuff. Next man I know, every time she's asking me personal stuff about, oh, do you like anybody in school? Do you, what the heck? And then she's going back and telling my mother some weird crap. Man, I'm not about to keep feeding into this energy. I'm good. Also was like, oh, I'm gonna tell them like, oh, she's gonna conversate with you but she doesn't want to conversate with you right now. I'm like, no, because that's going to make drama happen. Because when I do conversate with them again, and which I will, it's going to be drama. Now, like, it's going to be too much negativity. I'm trying to come back when I conversate, it being on a peaceful slope. Because I have to still pick up my items, and I have to pick up my animal from there. And I'm not trying to run into drama, none of that. Because if so, then I'm going to have to get somebody to go get my items for me. And I don't have nobody right now to do that other than myself. Who gonna fly 6 hours to go to Jersey to pick up my items? Who gonna do that? Nobody but me. And I'm not trying to go back there. And then my mother's such a narcissist. She's very petty. She'll try to nitpick and pick a fight. I'll tell her, okay, I'm coming. Then she all of a sudden, when I'm getting my item, she'll pretend that she didn't know I was coming. She'll be downstairs. She'll be like, oh, acting like she all of a sudden want to make herself food, knowing that daggone well she ate breakfast already. She'll do something like, when I come downstairs, I'm leaving out the door, and she'll be like, oh, you're here? I'll be like, yeah, I told you. You literally knew. You told me, okay, I'm gonna leave the door unlocked. Go get your stuff. You could get your stuff. I'm confused. And then she's like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't see your message. I was like, you did. You literally responded. And then she'll do something like, oh, where are you going? Oh, you're leaving back out? Where are you going? And then she'll continue the conversation, and then it'll go into a back and forth. She'll be like, oh, so you're just leaving, you're grabbing your stuff and you're leaving. And it'll be a back and forth, and then she'll start from that. Like, this woman, child, I'm not about to do this. 8:15 p.m. It's hard to see it, but you see the emojis TIFA right here. 8:15 p.m. And it was April 18th. Just take this out serious. They're always saying, these numbers calling me. Actually, this 866 number was the first one to call me, but it was on the same day, April 18th. And it was at 2:28 in the morning, but it was a random number. This number called me actually on the 17th as well. So I don't know whose number that is and who it belongs to, but this person called me on April 14th as well, and I don't know why. But my siblings wise, yeah, that number called me actually more than once. And I think I called that number. Yeah, I called that number back. And this was just a random scam number. So no, I don't know what number that is. It just, that number's random. But yeah, my sister called me on April 18th. One of my first sisters called me. My older sister called me on the 18th. And it's just like, where's that in? What's going on, you know? All of a sudden y'all calling. It must be somebody I know, because why does the number keep calling me? But they called me first on April 14th. Regardless, even if it was April 10th, and this is some family member, why is it that it's April that you now hit me up? Like, I don't understand. Even when my father found out my mother was she put me into a shelter before I even went into a shelter when I was in Jersey. My father didn't take me in. He was like, oh, well, I wish I could help you, but I ain't, I'm just not in the best financial situation. This isn't even my place. Knowing daggone well his girlfriend would have took me in. Cause she likes me. She has no issue with me. My father didn't even believe me. My father believed all the negative stuff my family lied and said. My family was painting such a bad image of me. And the thing is, my father doesn't have contact with me like that. And even when he did, I never gave him that energy, like, oh, I'm disrespectful coming out of my mouth. So the fact that he believed that, I remember one time he tried to argue with me over something small because he couldn't properly hear me. That I was on my Bluetooth headphones and he couldn't properly hear me. And out of nowhere, he just started wilding out on me, just started cursing me out, telling me, be quiet, be quiet. No, because I was trying to ask you, check up on you, and all of a sudden you're saying, I'm trying to see, you saying, yeah to me, like I'm one of your little friends. I'm like, I was saying, yeah, like, yes, I'm working. I'm, technically, yeah, I'm, for a job. And he would just start wilding on me. I'm like, where's all this animosity and anger come from? Because I'm like, ain't no way that's coming from that. Then I found out later, it's built up from the fact that all that lies and stuff that my mother told me. So you built that anger and animosity towards me based on what my sister and my mother was saying about me. Yeah, you don't have conversations with me and you didn't even ask me. When someone doesn't want to get to know somebody, they're going to automatically believe anything that's said about them. See, that made me feel away because no matter how many years my mother, as a child, since I was like 9 years old, 8 years old, my mother tried her hardest to make me hate my father. Say that he was a liar. He was a horrible person. He didn't love us. No matter how many times my father didn't see us like that, I never let what she said try to make me hate my father. Because I looked at it like I'm going to determine how I feel about my father by him showing me through his actions. I'm not going to say my dad doesn't love me unless he says it himself. Because I didn't feel like my dad didn't love me. I felt like he cared in ways about his children. But it hurt so much that I didn't allow what she said negatively. She did that throughout the years, my whole life. To my siblings, trying to make us hate our father. She didn't want us talking to him. When she found out I was talking to him, I tried to contact him on Facebook. She went ballistic on me and made me stop talking to him. She wanted us to hate him as much as she hated him. She spread lies about him. She said so many horrible things. She said that he hated us. He didn't want nothing to do with us. Then she would turn around when she was mad at us. You could go live with him. I don't want y'all living here with him. Y'all can go live with him. How we gonna live with him if you just said he don't want us? So she been telling us since we was like 8 and 9 years old. Specifically me and my younger sister. Sometimes my older siblings would have to jump in the middle. My older sister had to jump in the middle to defend us because she would get so mad at us, like getting in our face like she was trying to fight us. We just little kids. To the point we crying, face red and everything. My sister got to jump in the middle and say, stop, stop, stop. You're scaring them. My mother tried to do that and everything. When she found out my father's girlfriend bought us a phone. My sister's at home sick, so she couldn't come with us to the phone store. I didn't even know we was going to get a phone. But when I found out, I didn't say nothing. I was excited. Because my mother would buy me these $10 cheap phones that it's hard to type on. You got to keep pressing the letter more than once to get a number. The number more than once to get a letter. From track phones to track daddies. And I was finally getting a phone. I was finally going to get a new phone. And to see my mother, she was wild, she was screaming, she was going ballistic. And then all of a sudden, she like trying to fight to get to our bedroom door because our bedroom door was closed. When I finally got home, she found out that my father bought us a phone, but his girlfriend chipped in to pay the rest because he didn't have enough. 2 Android phones, Samsung Galaxy 10, I believe. No, it wasn't a 10. It was Samsung Galaxy. I forgot. Samsung Galaxy 5 something. She was fighting to get into the room, and my sister had to try. My sister and my older male sibling tried to get my older sister, my older male sibling, tried to get her to. Well, he was standing kind of like in the middle. He was trying to figure out like you gotta calm down, like she's wilding out, like she trying to fight. Like you would see like some hood rat chick trying to fight somebody. That's how she was acting. We're children. I'm 10 years old. My sister's like 11, pushing 12. That's crazy. Like you trying to act like you trying to fight children. Not whoop us, fight us. Like she was acting like we were some random chicks on the street. That's what we had to grow up around. Always screaming, always wanting to fight. I had to walk on eggshells. I'm gonna keep it real. When I was a child, I had so much PTSD. And even as a teenager, as a grown up, I finally had that healed. Getting closer to God. I'm not gonna lie, as a kid, I was afraid for my life. Every single day I heard a thump or a banging on the door, that would make me, I would jump up out of my seat and I was scared. I hated loud noises. I still don't like loud noises like that. That trauma was crazy. That woman in my life was living hell growing up. And she didn't want to accept or apologize that she did any of that. She called me a traitor, said that I was a traitor because I didn't hate my father. You know, that hurt so much that I never let what someone said negatively about anybody in my household change the way I felt about them. But y'all hear one negative thing about me and y'all automatically say that's true. But meanwhile, y'all didn't have conversations with me where y'all see me act like that. That's what hurt the most. My father was not contacting with me like that, me or any of my siblings. And when we had conversations, the most he got out of me, I was just more reserved, quiet. I wasn't talking like that. But for you to believe what the heck they saying that I'm mean, I treat them bad. I be so disrespectful to them, talking out my face to them, all that crap, and he's reporting that back to me. And the reason why I believe it, I'm disrespectful to my mother's fiance. Meanwhile, my mother's fiance would always try to take me out places. Not in a weird way, but he would call me his road dog. And he always wanted to spend time with me because he said he liked me. I was cool and stuff like that. He tried to build, a cool relationship with me. And to see that they said that, and I've heard them say that, spread that lies about me before. They try to make other, siblings and people that's not even related to the family, friends to the family, talk mess about me, make them my mother talking to cousins that don't even know my freaking name, let alone they know how to pronounce it. But you talking about me? They don't care. Come on now, I had to deal with that bullying, gang stalking, harassment, stalking my Facebook. They bullied me so many freaking times when I was young. I finally left the house that caused me so much freaking trauma. And they just followed me now. followed me. I finally got away into Texas, and they followed me again. My mother knew I was moving out. She sensed it. She felt that, and she tried to stop me from leaving out. Trying to lie and say I had a job interview. I left out and never came back. I told them I was good. She said and acted like I was missing all these family members, friends to the family calling me. Had to tell them I was good. The last conversation I had was with one of my older sisters, and it was in like January, ended of January, because I left that shelter in February 18th. They never contacted. I never seen them call me again. Till now, April 18th, calling me. It's pushing May. It's about to be May. So it's basically almost May. It's pushing the summer. It's getting close to the summer. And people now call me. No, we had last contact, it was winter. That's why I'm just like, what the heck? I had so many situations where I could have died. God kept me alive. And I always give thanks. So I'm so focused on building my relationship. And nobody said nothing to me. So there's no hate. But if people want to view that as hate and they want to have animosity toward me because I don't want to conversate right now, then okay, then you don't have to conversate with me. They could cut all ties with me and not say nothing to me. But that's what they're going to have to deal with when it comes to God. Because I promise you, if something happened to them, I'm going to be the first to call and ask if they're okay. Because that's always my energy. When I found out, even though I wasn't talking to my sister, when she had gotten in that car accident, when I overheard them downstairs and my father was downstairs, I heard they got up and went downstairs trying to check, be nosy, see if she was okay. I didn't say nothing, but I was trying to be nosy because I was concerned. See, people paint this bad image of me. I'm this vengeful person. I hold anger in my heart and I hate you so much that I don't care if nothing happened to you. Even when I had grudges and I was at my angriest point, I never was at that point so heartless that if I heard somebody die or something bad happened where they could have died, I would say, oh, well, even if I said to myself, I hate that person. I knew deep down inside, I really didn't. Even though I was so angry and I even at a point even hated my mother because of how she treated me. How she would laugh amongst me when she would see, she knew I was depressed, so it's how specifically her. She told my business to family members that don't even talk to me. She told my business about me being violated, touched. She called me a liar. She talked about me around the house like I was nothing. She would laugh about me and everything. Literally one of my biggest bullies. Talk mess about me like I was nothing. Lie about me, act like I was horrible. She would call me names. Paint this horrible. She called me so many cold-hearted evil. I'm this, I'm that, and this and that. She allowed her son to bully me, tell me to kill myself. They didn't do nothing. And my sister was right there when he said that. He sat on the staircase so I wasn't able to go upstairs. He cornered me. The only way I would have been able to leave is if I went outside. He was sitting on the steps. I could not go upstairs. I wanted to go upstairs. This man sat on the steps and harassed me for like over 30 minutes. Let me know how worthless I was. That I had no friends. Told me to kill myself and everything. You know, you could take that. You know what you could do? Because he seen how I wasn't caring what he was saying. He said my father didn't love me. And that's why he has a father that loves him. You know, I'm 16. And at that point, even if certain things he was saying was hurtful, I wasn't allowing it to show. When I was younger, I definitely would have hurt. But I wasn't taking anything he was saying. Like, dude, you're a rapist. Like, you have to deal with God at the end of this. We all do. But, sweetheart, you took advantage of a child. You and the other male sibling took advantage of a child. Did it for years since I was 11 to pushing 15 years old. 8th grade. Same age as my sister that's right now. You was doing that to me. And you were grown. 25, all the way till he was pushing like 30. And my other sibling, older male sibling, he was like 18 when he did something to me, and I was 6 years old, 6 or 7, and I was laying down asleep. He did it twice in one night. I grew to forgive and let things go, even though I never received a genuine apology from both of them. My mother forced him to apologize to me. And even so, he didn't want to. I live in a house with a bunch of narcissists that drain the heck out of me, my energy. And I don't like thinking about the past because, honestly, it brings me in a negative energy. It's nothing but the devil. And I don't want him in my spirit. You feel me? I lived many years where I had a lot of demons harassing me in New Jersey, causing me havoc and pain, where I was depressed and suicide. I had the demon of depression. I had the demon of suicide on my spirit, because every living moment I wanted to kill myself. Every living moment I was depressed. I was never wanting to smile. Every living moment I had the demon of homicide on my mind, where I was thinking about killing people, killing those family members that hurt me. God freed me from that. I don't even, not a single thought in my mind runs through where I would think about wanting to hurt them. I wouldn't even be able to live knowing that, like, it would hurt knowing that if somebody did something. See, that's the crazy thing. People called me a liar and treated me less than. When they found out I was taking advantage of, they called me a liar and they said that didn't happen. And I was just a child. I was 11. 11 years freaking old. And I was afraid. And he threatened me that nobody would believe me. And that if I told somebody, I'd be the one getting arrested. How did later on, when I finally did say something when I was turning 15, I was graduating, I was about to be a freshman in high school. Literally the same age as my sister. And that's why so much I always watched over her, even if she didn't realize I was. She looked at it as I was being probably an a-hole. Or being mean. When I would report back to my mom every little thing. When I would see him in a room with her alone, where she's play fighting with him, she don't know better. And then he would tell her that, I mean, that's why she did that. That's why she told. He tried to bring her the towel in the bathroom. This man didn't want to wash her back. He said, oh, they're dirty. I would never want to. He didn't like people touching him like that. Now all of a sudden, when she's at a certain age range, he's all of a sudden bringing her towel. She's seen it as I was being mean. I'm wanting to report back and tell mom that he's bringing her a towel. Slow girls undressed in the bathroom. And I was just doing that because I didn't want her child to be ruined like mine. I didn't want him to do what he did to me, to her. I would report it and tell my mom every moment, every time I see him alone in a room with her. Because I was afraid he would do something. And it hurt how that people was looking at me like I was a bad guy. And I was trying to just make sure my younger sister could actually live a childhood. And then nothing happened. And it hurt, you know. I was just, every moment, I seen him, you know, she a little kid. She like 8 years old. I seen him when he was looking at her. She had her back turned. She's playing around. He trying to push her in the room because me and her shared a room together. And he's trying to push her in the room. I'm telling my father this. He's not even getting mad. The only time he's getting mad is when I mentioned the part where he was saying that he wasn't a good father. And all of a sudden he's getting all this energy to get mad. Where was his energy when you're hearing that I'm telling you that I was violated by him and the other male sibling, and that he was low key preying on your other daughter too. She was a child. She didn't know better. He trying to push her in the room, tell her that you gotta go in the room. It's time to go to bed. He playing, he laughing with her. Come on, get in the room. Half her body's in the room. Like he's trying to get her in the room, but the other half isn't. So the other half that isn't is he's outside the door, trying to push her inside the room, and the other half that's outside the room is the lower half of her body. So from her waist down. So as he's pushing her in, he's trying to push her in the door, right? I'm laying down, but I'm on my phone and I'm looking at this whole entire thing, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. And he's pushing her in the room, trying to, playfully push her in the room. He's like, come on, you gotta go to bed. Come on, you gotta go to bed. Come on. And she's like, no, come on. Can I just stay up a little longer? Come on. And he's like, no, you gotta get in the room. And as he's pushing her in the room, again, like I said, only half of her body's in the room and the other half isn't. Now he starts to like, come on, acting like he's trying to close her in the door. So he's taking the door handle, he's bouncing against her body. Her behind is bouncing against her behind, and he's looking down at her. He's like, yeah, come on, like you gotta go, come on, get in the room. Come on, you gotta go in the room. You gotta lay down. And he's just I swear this on my soul, he's literally looking down at her behind while he's bouncing the door, like it's hitting against her behind. He's looking at her in an inappropriate way. And I don't remember if I said something to her. I said, can you go lay down or something like that. Like, I got tired of being looked at as the enemy, the villain. You get tired of and fed up where people always looking at you like you're the problem, I stopped caring about trying to prove myself. God knows my heart. God knows my intentions. I'm not trying to boost myself up. But every time I met people, they never really say anything negative about me. They always said I was pretty funny. I like to joke a lot. The staff here, they'll say really nice things about me. They'll say like, oh, she's really giving. She likes giving to people, which I do. Like literally, I'll spend majority of my food stamp money, buy food, and I'll just treat everybody. I'll just leave it out there so everybody can get snacks, food, because I just like giving it to people when I have it. Sometimes I'll just go outside when I run to somebody homeless. I tell them, God bless you. I was just give them some of the food I have and if I have some cash on me. I can't give them my card. If I got some cash, I'll give it to them. I grew up where everybody said so much negative stuff about me, trying to make me seem like I was a villain. It hurt worse when my youngest sibling, especially my younger sister, started to have this attitude and issue with me. It did hurt because it was just like, all I wanted to do was just look over, because I try to make a police report. My mother say, if you do, and they find out you're lying, you're going to be the one getting arrested. So imagine the person that rapes you at 11 years old, all the way till I was pushing 15, is telling me nobody's going to believe me, and that if I do speak up and say something, I'm going to be the one getting arrested. Now, you would think, okay, who's going to arrest an 11-year-old? But in my mind, as a child, I don't know nothing about nothing. mom said it's just innocent. I don't think I even found out about pornography until I was like 12. So I didn't know nothing about nothing. I didn't even know about gay people. I didn't know gay people existed until I was like in middle school. Yeah. I didn't know gay people existed until middle school. So I was like 12. Later on, you know, that's how my mind was like. I grew up sheltered, so my mind wasn't raised knowing none of that stuff, so I didn't know. So I didn't know. I believed it. I was like, oh, I can get arrested. I know that kids can go to, you know, kid jail, which is juvie. I knew that, so that's why I thought, you know, and I knew about situations where when people make false police reports, people do get arrested. So that's why I for certain believed it. And then hearing at 14, about to be 15, I swear on everything, I remember that day I was about to get ready for my graduation pictures. My sister did my hair the night that I told everyone what happened. Because I was trying to wait to tell anyway. Finally throughout the years, I grew the courage to say something to all of them and tell them what happened. I felt like my mother knew that whole time, but she ain't say nothing. I feel like she very much knew something was going on. But sad. It's disgusting. If you possibly knew your 25-year-old son was possibly doing something to your 11-year-old daughter, it was like almost like if you didn't see it, don't ask, like type energy, like, oh, I'm not gonna ask since I'm not gonna ask. I'm gonna just mind my business type energy. I'm just like, Imagine pushing 14, I'm 14. I mean, pushing 15, I'm 14, graduating, going to high school. Literally, the day of my graduation pictures, going upstairs to get me, it was awkward. The house was very silent, which makes sense. It was very uncomfortable. The next day, I mean, I just told people that information, so understandable. But I felt so guilty because I felt like people were going to be mad at me. I felt scared that people weren't going to like me anymore. That all these family members were going to turn against me, and I was going to be left alone, and I was going to be alone. And that was when I was younger. That was my biggest fear, being left alone, being, you know, abandoned. Because I have my own abandonment issues. But and that actually did happen. All that happened. But I'm not mad at it because I'm actually thankful that God took me away from people. No hate to these people, all love. Honestly, I grew peace in my heart. Literally, in nothing but the devil, bro. Because I literally was talking to Kelsey about getting baptized. I want to ask about, I'm about to start going to church. Because I've been just praying in my room by myself and talking to God, which is still good, but I want to start being in a place of holy worship, you know. I want to probably even volunteer. Like, I want to do all that. I have a lot of free time. I want to do that. Then all of a sudden, literally just yesterday, talking about getting baptized. And all of a sudden, today I'm hearing that a detective is looking for me. And I told Kelsey I felt like when I answered that random phone number from this random lady that called me asking about my whereabouts, I felt like that was a police officer because her voice. I don't got no beef with these people. I don't got no animosity. I don't got no anger. Just, he trying to make the situation worse, saying, oh, she doesn't want to talk to you right now. Bro, I have to come back to pick up my animal. I have to pick up my items. I'm going to come back, and you're just going to cause drama by saying, oh, well, she doesn't want to talk right now. No, don't tell them that. No. Tell them I'll conversate when that time comes, but when the situations are better. My father found out my mother trying to put me in shelter. He's like, oh, well, I wish I could help you, but You know, financially, I'm in this situation. The excuses. Nobody wanted to come and help me, but God. That's the only man I promise you I'm gonna lay my life for. All of a sudden, as I'm building a relationship, I'm talking about getting baptized and all. It's nothing but the devil, bro. All these people hit me up. All these people from my past trying to contact me, bro. What? When I found peace, and he's like, well, you can just contact them and just tell them that you're okay. I don't want to contact them. Y'all don't understand. I'm not even supposed to say not even a slick of a word, like not even a hi. The person I conversated with yesterday, I think that was a detective. They sent me a message at like 4 in the morning. Like, I'm not even supposed to be conversating with them. Like, I'm not even supposed to be sharing not the slightest bit of energy with them. Not even a single hi. As long as y'all good, that's the only thing. Like, y'all good, everybody living, they're fine. My guinea pig good, okay. We don't need to conversate until it's time to conversate. They not gonna understand. Trust and believe. When I'm trying to get myself spiritually together, they like too much negative talk. It brought my energy down, gave me a headache. Too many people, bro. Too many people acting like, even when I moved into these shelters, they was acting like I was crazy for the stuff that I did. The way that I moved, having faith in God. Case managers thought I was crazy. They was wondering how the heck did I do that with only less than $30 something on my card. How I flew. I just had a birthday in November. Left in December. Just some weeks after. Like 3 weeks. They wondering how the heck did you do that? Nobody looking for you? And I'm like, yeah, nobody looking for me. And they weren't at first. I'm like, no. And then I told her, like, only God did it. I'm here because of God. I literally was in a car with a pervert who was trying to fill up on me. Like, I could have been one of those chicks that got raped and drugged. Literally, that happens a lot to a lot of females, especially in this area. I'm in LA County, California, bro. These people, bro. They're about to get hit. The guy officer was talking about getting FBI involved. Like, what the heck is going on? I figured something was going on because I'm like, why are they calling me? But I didn't answer only because I literally cannot speak to them right now. People, again, if I said this, they would have just, my father, especially my father, would have just argued with me. They would have been like, oh, see, I don't got time for your drama. Oh, what you mean you can't speak to me right now? See, if you want to have issues with me and you don't want to conversate, just let me know that. It would have been like that. Then I would have been feeling real negative. Then I would have been going back and forth. Now I would have had drama, and I'm in a state of peace, trying to elevate myself with God. If they think I'm crazy, what you think they want to think? If I told them, hey, I can't talk to you right now until God releases me to talk to you. You see how crazy that would sound? Until God tells me to talk to you. That sounds like I'm trying to be funny, and I real life have some vendetta and issue with them. An underlying issue. Like, no, I have issues which I did and which I still doing, and the weird stuff some of y'all be on. But honestly, I don't got no beef. Like, I don't care. I got to smile. I was trying to do my hair so I can look cute and look nice and pretty. Then all of a sudden, this drama. See, Lord, you see all this drama happening? Right when I'm about to go to the house of the Lord. Let me hurry call this man before he contacts the FBI.
Hello?
I couldn't find like someone with my case manager. She's not here on the weekends. And the only staff that's here, he doesn't have an iPhone. So he told me that you can send a link from your iPhone to my Android. I forgot about that. And we could FaceTime through the link.
Well, you have a camera with you, like on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Can you do a video?
Oh, well, and just send it to you?
And then text it to me. Like, but I want you to, on the video, just put the camera to you, like I can see you, and then walk outside and show me around, like make sure that nobody's following you, nobody's following you, stuff like that.
Okay.
You do that?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So I am safe and sound. That's it. Thank you, though.